husband drives a 2020 GMC AT4 Sierra 1500. His payments are $1,600 a month with an APR of 14%.
Now you're paying $1,300 a month for a Camaro that is almost 10 years old and has 25% interest.
Okay, so today we are looking at some examples of just crazy interest rates on car loans. All right, some of the stuff that I'm gonna show you today is gonna leave you just wondering why the fuck would you do that. Some of them are a little more understandable than others, but for the most part, these all seem pretty avoidable. So I'll let you judge for yourself. Go ahead and roll the first clip.
You think you have a high interest rate on your car? I can guarantee somebody has it worse. Look at this approval right here. You guys can see rate 33.40. 33.40. For all you guys out there who might have a 15% rate, an 18% rate, that's still way better than this.
Okay, I see people saying stuff like this all the time. Well, so-and-so has it worse, so surely mine can't be that bad, right? Yeah, it's not as bad, but it's still not good. Personally, I wouldn't use someone else's misfortune as a way to almost like feel better about my situation, because if anything, that's gonna make me complacent. Obviously, we're all different, so take that how you will.
But to be honest with you, this is why having good credit is so important. Difference in payment between a 10% rate and a 35 or 34% rate is significant. I'm talking hundreds of dollars a month. Nevertheless, this is the reality of coming to the dealership with a low credit score. Your terms are going to absolutely suck, and the bank is going to cut you back on whatever car you're looking for, so you're probably not going to leave with what you want.
I wouldn't even try to finance a $17,000 car and a 520 credit score unless I put a fat amount of money down. I mean, at that rate, you're basically paying nothing but interest for the first few years, and you end up paying double what you bought it for and triple what the car's value is actually going to be like 2-3 years from now. It's just not worth it.
Now you're paying $1,300 a month for a Camaro that is almost 10 years old and has 25% interest. So that's
just got the car almost 7 months ago, I believe, somewhere back in May, and I didn't know nothing about getting a car. Like, this is my first time ever getting a car, so it's like the APR and all that interest rate is like bullshit. It was like really expensive, and like I didn't even think about it. It was just something that I needed.
Something that I needed. You didn't need the Camaro. Maybe you needed a car, but you didn't need a Camaro. And I mean, how much can you really deflect, right? You didn't know anything about buying cars, so you decided to just buy a Camaro. I mean, I'm at a loss for words almost. I feel like that's not something you get on a whim.
what's your interest rate on the car right now?
It's like 23%, 25%. I'm paying on the car, so I pay 18 grand left, and it was 15 grand when I first got it, and then they gave me like a gap, so it ended up being 20 grand after. And
Okay. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 21. A little like around 3 grand a month.
So you make $3,000 a month, and see, but that's the thing, you're spending almost half of your income on this car, right? So
On my car, yeah.
Yeah. And do you pay any rent?
I do.
Okay, how much is your rent?
$12.75.
Oh wow. So I mean,
So it's like I pay half of that. So I pay like $6.38 for my half.
Yeah, but see how tight you're playing it with this car. I mean, it's taking all your money.
Yeah.
This is something a lot of people don't consider, all right? They look at how much the payment's going to be alone month to month, and they don't really account for the entire cost of owning the vehicle, like the insurance, gas, maintenance costs, and overall they end up just having a large irrational chunk of their money going to the vehicle every month.
Look, I'm gonna try to give you as much advice as I can. What year Camaro is this?
2015.
2015 Camaro. How many miles?
140.
How many money down to make the deal happen?
At least 1 grand.
So you have $1,000 down. Okay. What's the VIN number to the Camaro? 5 owners, 0 accidents, 5 to 6 grand. So you're about $12,000 to $13,000 in negative equity. You're not going to be able to get into a Kia K5.
We do not need to get into a Kia K5, all right? You need a old, like, cash Toyota Avalon or something, all right? She's repeating the same mistake she made when she bought the Camaro, in that she's getting something she doesn't need, especially if she's only making $3,000 a month. She needs to drive a cash beater for a little bit, save up some money, get her credit score up, and then put a decent little down payment down, and then we can start talking about a Kia K5. Because right now, all she's gonna do is just roll over negative equity from car to car, and honestly probably get trapped in it for a very long time.
What is the worst monthly payment and rate combination you've ever seen?
Yeah, that'd have been the Navigator. $112,000 Navigator with 10 grand in negatives, 12.9% in interest, $3,000 a month. What was it, like 50K in interest? Crazy money.
What's the worst monthly payment and rate combination you've ever seen?
Have to be $70,000 Ford F-150. He signed out 19.9% interest, and I believe he signed out at a $2,000 payment. I was flabbergasted.
Jillian, what is the worst monthly payment and rate that you've ever seen?
$2,500 a month with 6.7%.
Okay, that last one wasn't too bad interest-wise, all right? Payment-wise, fucking crazy. But for the first two, especially the Ford, why are you financing a $70,000 car without a good down payment, dude? If you're gonna go into something that expensive, man, you better hope the rate is below like 2%. Anything above that, you're putting way too much money into interest.
Ooh, I think it was like a 2012 Equinox that was just totally clapped out for like $4 grand. They signed out at 23.5% for, I believe it was 36 months at $182 a month. The total amount of interest over the course of the loan, I think, was a little bit less than the actual price of the car. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I'm gonna go ahead and argue that last person didn't make the worst decision ever, simply because the car wasn't, you know, super expensive to begin with. Obviously, they probably needed a car to get around. Maybe they didn't have the cash on hand, so they financed it. I get it. You got to do what you got to do. At the end of the day, regardless of the rate, I think high interest on a $4,000 vehicle is way more preferable to high interest on a $20,000 vehicle.
What is the worst payment and rate combination you've ever seen?
24 Bronco Sport, 18% for 60 months, $700 monthly payment.
What is the worst monthly payment and rate combination you've ever seen?
$9,000 Kia Forte, 21% interest, and $415 a month.
And there you have it, all right? Salesmen know damn well how bad some of these deals are, to the point where they actively condemn people for taking these deals behind closed doors. I mean, one of these comments here says, but yet y'all didn't advise them this was a bad deal. But y'all said you won't get a better deal than this. Which, it's low-key not their responsibility as salesmen, alright? They're just there to sell you a car, that's it. I am simply saying that when you go into a dealership, understand that they don't have your best interests in mind, okay? They are just there to sell you a vehicle. That is their job, alright? So if a deal is really, really bad, honestly, they're not obligated to tell you that it is bad. So, make informed decisions, okay? Do your research. Don't just walk into there, alright, and buy a car because the guy's nice.
Do y'all want to know what is worse than my Tahoe payment? You guys thought that was bad. Wait. Do y'all want to know what is worse than my Tahoe payment? You guys thought that was bad. Wait till you hear this one. It's my husband's truck. My husband drives a 2020 GMC AT4 Sierra 1500. We bought it in August of 2022. Financed it for $78,000. He still has a remaining balance of, I think it's $72,000 or $74,000. I haven't really checked recently.
So after almost 2 years of financing, as of the time of this video, alright, she said they bought it in what, summer 2022? Video was recorded in March of 2024. After almost 2 years of financing this truck, they are just now starting to actually pay off the principal of the truck itself. And yeah, I know that when you make payments, like a certain percentage goes towards the principal and a certain percentage goes towards the interest, so technically they were paying off some of the principal. Still, they are just now starting to get to the price that they actually bought the car for on the loan after 2 years of making payments on it. That's gotta be just discouraging, bro. I don't know. This is what high rates mean, that for a large part of that loan you are not going to be touching the principal that much, if at all.
His payments are $1,600 a month. So y'all thought my $1,400 Tahoe payment was bad. His truck payment is $1,600 a month with an APR of 14%. So yeah, y'all stop coming after me for my bad finance decisions and go after him because he fucked up.
This doesn't make your situation any better. Both of you are paying obscene amounts of money for your vehicles. And the whole mindset of, oh, well, his is worth, so, you know, surely mine can't be that bad, is how people get trapped into situations like these. A payment above like $600 isn't as normal as you think it is. Nor is it worth it, at least relative to the average income in the US.
Too bad he didn't buy his truck for him. I did. So yeah, I messed them both up. Oops. So maybe we should just let his truck get repossessed and keep the Tahoe, because a $1,400 Tahoe payment is a whole lot better than a $1,600 truck payment. Or maybe we should just let them both go back because we have the Audi now and don't need either of the car payments.
Okay, I think this video is a little exaggerated for engagement, but if I'm being honest, no way this woman just admitted to having gotten both of them into just expensive ass payments. Gentlemen and ladies, all right, be careful who you marry, because once those legal documents are signed, your debt is just as intertwined as your love or whatever, all right? So that truck debt is not just his, it's hers as well. Also, what's this about an Audi, woman? Y'all had a cash car and you still got into this situation? I mean, $3,000 a month in combined car payments before insurance is insane. Obviously, they have money if they've been able to afford to make these payments for, you know, any amount of time for real. But like, still, think of how much of that money could have gone towards other things, like, I don't know, like a vacation or paying for, I don't know. I mean, I don't have any kids, but I'm assuming they're not very cheap.
You have the insurance policy,
Yes.
everything? Okay, perfect. So you already added to the insurance.
Yep.
We already have the deal saved. Let's open up the deal, go over everything, make sure we're on the same page, and we'll be good to go.
Okay. A little nervous.
Give me 1 second to pull it up. Don't be nervous. This is your third time here. I think at this point you know exactly what to expect.
Yep.
All right. So since you're putting a large down payment down, we got you approved. We're a first-time buyer, essentially like a zero in the system. The rate is higher interest rates at 22.59. The interest rate. It's only a 38-month term, and your payment is $256 a month.
256.
That's included with the warranty, everything. If
Okay.
we're okay, then we're ready to go.
Yes, $256 a month. That's fine. Yep.
Okay, congratulations. Let's get the paperwork signed.
Thank you. 258.
$256 a month.
256 a month.
Yep,
Okay.
and $12,000 down.
Yep.
22.59.
Okay.
So this woman put down $12,000 on her car and she was still hit with a 22% interest rate. Her credit has to be abysmal, whether that's due to, you know, a bad credit history or just there not being a credit history. Either way, she's got to get it back up. I mean, look, a $12,000 down payment is more than some people will put down for like $50,000, $60,000 vehicles, right? So the fact that she had that, I don't see why she couldn't just buy a car cash. Buy a cash car, build up your credit, trade that in, then you go for the nice stuff. Obviously, assuming it makes, you know, sense financially.
Here's the odometer disclosure. The odometer is true, has not been tampered with. 129,000 miles, 849. You're gonna sign the print right.
She willingly chose to get into a high interest loan on a car with 130,000 miles when buying cash was available. That makes literally no sense. She has to be buying some depreciated luxury vehicle like a BMW or a fucking Mercedes or something, right? 'Cause there is no way she couldn't find a used, you know, Honda or something, I don't know, with 50,000 less miles than what that car had. And honestly, it would probably be cheaper. And I mean, the comments seem to agree with me here. Wait, she had 12,000 cash and financed a car with 130,000 miles. Dude, this is criminal. She had 12,000 to put down. She could have bought a car in cash with less miles than what she bought. That's what I'm saying. I think she's paying for a logo. I'm not gonna lie to you. Trying to look all bougie and stuff. Hearing about how other people view you in some aspects can lead to you just making very irrational decisions, especially when it comes to money. But look, that's gonna be it for this video. I really hope you did enjoy watching it. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me sit up straighter. Some of these situations were pretty avoidable, I'd say. Some of them I would say were a little more understandable. Here in America, you do need a car, to be fair. Yeah, there is public transportation, but it's really not the best. And honestly, it would probably cost you more in time to get to and from work using public transportation than it would to just pay for a cheaper car, even if the interest is high. But that's my opinion. I mean, I'm not a financial expert. I'm just a dude with a microphone sitting in his room acting like he knows about money, all right? But yeah, if you like the video, please like the video. If you dislike the video, please dislike the video. Any engagement is appreciated. And that's going to be it for me. And I will see you in the next video.